As much as we acknowledge the Queen's death, we must be mindful of our next step and be reminiscent of our past. Fellow Jamaicans, Commonwealth colleagues, lend me your ears. Fellow Jamaicans, Commonwealth colleagues, lend me your ears. Even though all are considered equal in the sight of God, undoubtedly there are some among us who we esteem and who hold constitutional and ordained privileges. The Queen is one such person who holds a distinguished position of authority, power, and absolute prestige. And in light of this, respect is duly given. While I grieve the death of the Queen, I equally grieve the loss of other persons who have departed this life. This feeling of remorse is no different than for any other human being who has contributed to this life, whether as a dignitary or as a peasant. I speak unapologetically that while I mourn the death of Her Majesty, I will honestly say my feeling towards her death is respectfully more out of respect for the position than a personal remorse. I'm not a British citizen, but from an independent nation who is preparing to break away from a monarchical regime that ruled during a regretful colonizing period. Another aspect of colonialism has somewhat connected us as Commonwealth citizenry, which spans centuries, and for that reason, I join in unison and spirit of camaraderie with the rest of the nation in acknowledging her transition. Now, what's next? As a soon to become Commonwealth expatriate, my servitude will no longer be valid as I eagerly anticipate this transition. As much as we acknowledge the Queen's death, we must be mindful of our next step and be reminiscent of our past. Not to say we should not join hands as we say goodbye, but be resolute in our future actions as we offer condolences. Should we continue to be shackles to a family which has demonstrated all the imperfections that come with being human and have proven to the world that no one is infallible? Consider this: a toddler is now second in line to become our head of state. Could the current situation be a timely reinforcement of a warning that we have failed to heed? Despite her colorful past, whether we agree or disagree with British colonial rule, Queen Elizabeth II was the head of our monarchy and our head of state from 1952 until her death on September 8, 2022. Let me dare say, although we still haven't entirely relinquished the monarchy, we have had the opportunity to manage our own affairs since 1962, and we must share the blame of our current economic and social crisis. Now, to all British friends, Commonwealth colleagues, relatives and affiliates, as Great Britain slowly lifts the allure to the castle, as we gaze into the moat that separated us, as our rippling reflection caused by the wind rush reminds us who we are as a people, and as we bid our final goodbye to a woman who has lived 4 years short of a century, we say, rest in peace, Your Majesty. We sincerely expressed our condolences to the passing of Her Majesty, the Queen, whose proclamation holds the title, Queen Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen of this realm and other realms and territories, head of Commonwealth, defender of the faith. God did, in fact, save the Queen, and he will, according to His Majesty's purpose, bequeath his will to her successor, King Charles III. This is Ossie Gee, and that's what's on my mind as me chat my mind.